So today we're going to look at two ways in which you can set up your Samsung TU8000 Smart TV. This is of course a 4K TV. 4K TVs are commonplace now and very affordable. And what I'm going to show you are two ways to set this up. So as you can see in the picture here, it actually comes with these built-in feet that you can actually install. So I'm going to show you how to install those without the need for any tools or screwdrivers or anything like that. And then the other way to set this up is I'm going to wall mount it as well. So if you're interested in learning how to do those two things, keep watching on. So here I have the Samsung TU8000 here on its back. And these are the smart install feet that I was talking about. Now they don't need any screws or you don't need a tool to install these. You can simply just push these in to the TV at the bottom in these slots and they click in place automatically, and I'll show you how that works now. So one thing to note, the R marks left and right, there's an R on this one at the top here, and there is an L at the top of this one here, right? And the TV's marked, that's R for right, that's L for left. So let's take the R1 for right, and what you have to make sure is because the TV's lying down, I'm going to make sure that this piece here at the bottom, that little bump at the bottom, is facing downwards, right? And I'm just going to slide this in like that, and you hear that clicking sound? That means it's in place. You see, it won't come out. Now, it is that simple, pretty much that simple. Again, the left side, make sure that this bump here is facing down, right? Slide it in here, and it clips in place like that. So that's how easy it is to install the feet. Now to take the feet off, you don't need a tool or anything. You just need to really hold the TV with one hand so it doesn't slide off the table, and pull, and it comes right out. Put it back in, it's good to go. It's that simple. So as you can see, installing this TV using the legs that it came with, it's very, very simple. In mere seconds, you have your TV on its stand, right? Now, what I'm going to do next is actually take these legs off and I'm going to wall mount this TV. So let's go and look into that right now. So I'm using this TV wall mount from Barkan. It supports TVs between 13 and 65 inches in size. So obviously this is perfect for my 50-inch TV. And as you can see with this particular wall mount, because I'm going to be using this as a computer monitor as well as a TV, I wanted to have, some swivel, it can move it around, right? And as you can see, there's pretty much three degrees of motion, right? Or three axes of motion, X and Y and Z, as they say. But here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of motion here. All right, so you have everything here in the box that you need. You have some documentation thanking you for buying the product. We have all of the bits and pieces in here. We have mounting screws, which is great. And there are also washers in there as well. Large mounting screws. These are what you used to drill into the studs in the wall. And these are pretty long, which is good. I think these are what, 2.5 inches, 3 inches, 3-inch screws. Here's the mount system itself. Okay, and here's the arm. That's all the stuff that's in the box. Looking for the tape. Alright, so you have everything here in the box that you need. You have some documentation thanking you for buying the product. We have all of the bits and pieces in here. We have mounting screws, which is great. And There are also washers in there as well. Large mounting screws. These are what you use to drill into the studs in the wall. And these are pretty long, which is good. I think these are what, 2.5 inches, 3 inches, 3-inch screws. Here's the mount system itself. Okay, and here's the arm. That's all the stuff that's in the box. So, because this is a 50-inch TV, we have to apply these 4 extenders to this face mount. So, watch closely as I put these together and show you how it's done. Okay, so I've added the extenders, and one thing to note, do not over tighten these screws. Just turn them until it stops, and then that's it. Now we can attach this now to the back of the TV itself. Now what's good about this kit, depending on the type of TV that you have, there are different screw options. So the smaller TVs use these screws, Z1, Z2, and the larger the TV, the larger the screw. But the good news is, at least one of these screw configurations will work with your TV. I found that with my Samsung 50-inch TU8000, the Z5 screws worked, and even have these spacers as well, because the screws may not go all the way in. So you have these spacers as well to help make sure that that when you're screwing it in, it is secure. Now we have our VESA mount in place on the back of the TV. We have the VESA in the correct orientation with these adjustable holes at the top of the TV. This is the top of the TV. And if you notice too, I didn't over tighten these screws. I just screwed them in, and then I just stopped applying pressure once I knew we were at the end. So there you go. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to attach the arm now to the back of the TV. I haven't attached the arm to the wall yet, but what I'm doing, and this is just my way of doing it, I just want to get an idea of the height on the wall that I want this to be attached with, right? So I already have the ideal height that I want this TV to be, and what it is, it's going to be, as this TV looks right now on the stands that it comes with on the table, I want it to be that height from the TV. So I'm going to attach this to the back, and then I'm going to then see where this looks like on the wall, and it gives me an idea of the height. Anyway, when I show you, it will make more sense. So anyway, to attach it, so let me just attach it here. This goes underneath here like that. And I have to apply a screw and glue on. Put this under here. Yeah. And that's the rocking motion right there. Because obviously your TV, you can tilt it, right? So that's the tilt action there. So I need obviously to put a screw and washer and nut on each side here. So that goes in here. Let's get another one. So screw, washer, and it goes through like that. And I have the nut on the other side here. The nut on that side. So that's the tilt action right there. So I want this upright. I want this arm to be right now at a to be adjacent. So I want this arm to be pretty much 90 degrees to the plane of the TV. So I'm just gonna tighten it right here. So, this is just the way I do it, right? There's many different ways to approximate the height, but for me, my ideal height is that my desk is going to be roughly this high. My desk is this, as you can see here, and I actually want this TV to be the same height away from the desk as if it was with these feet on it, right? So I'm going to take these feet off, so this is perfect, right? So what I've done, making sure that from a tilt perspective, this is at its highest, right? Because I don't plan to tilt the TV, and I can then approximate roughly how high the mount should be on the wall, right? And as you can see here, we have a decent estimated height of around here. So I'm actually going to mark here as the top, and that should be a good approximation. So now that we have identified the height that the wall mount is supposed to be at, and we have an idea as to where we want the center of this thing to be for the TV, we now have to identify the studs in the back of this, behind this drywall, right? Because obviously, TV of that weight, you don't want to be just drilling that into drywall. That's a big no-no. You want that to be going into, deep into the actual studs itself to be so that the studs can support the TV. So I have the stud finder here. Get these from any like Home Depot or any hardware store. And what you're going to do, I'm just going to drag and identify the left side of the stud, and then as well as the right side of the stud. And then I'm going to have that area where I know that there's a very, very, very high probability that when I drill, I'm going to go right into a stud, right? Yep, so there's something along here. And all I could do is just drag this from this side. And that's the right side. So I pretty much have... There's a stud right here. So what I would do is actually just mark out the left and right hand sides of the stud. And I can mark this one because I plan to paint it when I'm done. But once you've marked it out, you've identified your stud, you have your height, then you can put your bracket in. You can put this in. So once you've identified your stud, which I think was around here, you just, and you know the height by this line, you just attach it and start, put it into the wall, attach it to the wall, right? So I'm going to go ahead now and actually map out and mark out the stud location that I want for my mounts brackets to be put on, and then we go from there. So I know I've definitely hit the stud because it's away from the drywall and I can feel it on the other side. So okay guys, so we finally finished the installation on the wall of the Samsung TU8000 Smart TV. Now I used this really cool wall mount from Barkan, right? It has multiple, it's full motion, so there's rotate, fold, swivel, and tilt. So, you can actually pull this thing out if you wanted to, right? You can, turn it whichever way you want, right? But I'm going to use this as a computer desk. Computer monitor, so I can push it back. You can also adjust the viewing angle, right, the tilt. Alright, and I have it tilted down a little bit, but I can tilt it back up a little higher if I want and tighten it, which I can do a bit later. Right? And so I no longer need these feet anymore. Now I will have links to all this stuff that you've seen in this video below this video, so if you want to go get the stuff, go check out those links. Here's my desk. Should fit perfectly under there based on my measurements. And yes, it does. Alright. So there you go. Right? Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Feel free to leave some comments below. And stay tuned because, a new year is coming up and a lot of content will be coming out of this channel. Pretty much every week. So anyway, till next time, guys. Bye-bye. So I hope you enjoyed that last video. Now, if you liked this video and you liked it, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'm appreciative of that as well. So thank you very much. So listen, there's going to be a lot more content coming out this year and beyond. I plan to be doing quite a few different types of reviews. And I'm also starting to do giveaways now, finally. So that being said, happy gaming and stay safe. Bye-bye.